All right, so thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. Friends and family and people that I haven't met before but are now are part of our family. And one of the things that we want this campaign to do is to be something that we can aspire to for Antioch. And when I first came to the city 25 years ago, I had a job as an engineering manager. And the first person I met, his name was Mike. He was an engineer. And I said, "Hey, Mike, I'm Ron." He goes, "Yeah, I know who you are. And why in the world would you come and work for the city of Antioch?" It's the first thing, not exaggerating. And I was surprised, obviously, after he explained all the reasons and all the things that were bad about Antioch and why I would come here. And I said, "You know, Mike, I want to make a difference here in Antioch, and I want to make it better." And so for the next 23 years, every day when I got up and went to work here at the City of Antioch, whether it was as an engineer or a public works director or a city engineer, and ultimately as a city manager, it didn't matter which, I made it my goal to make this place a better community. And so being in retirement now for a couple of years and enjoying being with my family and with my wife and all, I'm asked the same question by people out on the street that know me, and the question is, why in the world would you stay in Antioch? And so I tell people the same answer I said before, because I want to make it a better place. I want to improve it. But I have a second reason now, and just as Sean said, I love this community. I love the people of Antioch that I've grown to be my family. I love my neighbors, our neighborhood. I love everything this place has to offer. And I've seen this place. Let me ask a couple questions. Is Antioch a safe place to operate right now? Is Antioch a place that's helping our homeless get off the streets, and a place where we can see that? Is Antioch a place where economic development is thriving? And that's the same conclusion I came to, and what is driving me, those three main issues, the first one being the safety of our community. I want our community and our people to not operate in fear. I want them to walk out and be able to go shopping, be able to go to a restaurant, be able to pull out of an intersection and not worry about getting hit by a car speeding through an intersection. I want to see our police force get restored so that we can have safety on our streets. I want to see our 200 neighborhood watch programs that have dwindled down to nothing get back up again, so that our neighbors can be looking out for each other again in a way, because that's really one of the first lines of defense against crime. I want to see us use technology that's available out there to prevent crime and to solve crimes. I want to see our city be a place that can be safe, that we can say that we can go out, we can go walk in our neighborhood at nighttime. And so that's the number one priority, and I think the most important thing for all of us here today and for our community is that we can say that we live in a safe community. I also want to address the homeless issue. And I know, and there are unhoused residents, but they don't deserve to be sleeping on the streets, sleeping on parking lots, parked on Wilbur Avenue. That is not the life that is they need, and it's not the life that we need as residents of the city of Antioch. And there's a lot of solutions to that problem. There's a lot of things that can't be solved, but there are a lot of things that we could do better as a city. We can partner with other agencies, nonprofits, with the county that we don't have relationship with currently. And so I want to see us work hard to redevelop relationships with these agencies that can help us partner and help us solve this problem, get the unhoused the resources they need, have housing solutions that get them in the interim and permanent housing, and get the homeless off of the streets of Antioch. So that's another priority. And I just want to let you know, I have homeless friends. There are brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers and sons and daughters out on the streets, and they're in terrible conditions, but and I love them, but I don't want to see them having to live on the streets of Antioch. And then finally, the third thing I think is important, and the other two lead to it, is having a vibrant economic development in the city of Antioch. Our blighted properties, the fact that businesses come to City Hall and have to wait for permits because we don't have a city staff that is fully staffed right now. We don't have a full-time city manager, assistant city manager, community development director, public works director, city engineer, police chief. I can go on and on. And we need those leadership positions filled so then we can run this government efficiently and have the results that we want to see. So that's something else that's very important. And we need to put people that are that know what they're doing, that are motivated, that are entrepreneurial, that are going to make a difference in this city to help drive it that way. And then finally, the thing that I think we really need to do is to be a good neighbor. I don't think Antioch is necessarily a good neighbor to Oakley and Brentwood and Pittsburg and the county right now because Antioch is in such crisis. And I think we need to reach out to our neighbors, and I appreciate Shannon and other city council members from other cities that have come here and are making an appearance here tonight. Thank you very much, because as mayor, I want to work with the other cities around us, and I want to see us develop relationships. I want to see us develop relationships with a school district. You know, those are all our kids. We need to do that. And I just want to see us be better neighbors to our people around us. And then the final thing, and I'll conclude this with this because I'm supposed to keep it to under 10 minutes, and I know you guys will be happy about that. I want a city government that people can trust. And right now, government is not something you can trust. And I'm going to commit to everybody here and everybody I meet to be honest, to have integrity, and to be a person that you can trust to do what I say I'm going to do, and to lead this city in a way that we can be proud of. Antioch, when people ask where we're from, a lot of us will say, I'm from Antioch, and drop our head, right? I want us to hold our heads high and be proud that we're from Antioch. We have people here that have been in this city for generations, since the 1800s. And I want them to be proud of this city that their families have invested in, that they've invested in. I want this to be a place where we can raise our families, where our kids leave and want to come back, not just run off to somewhere else, where people don't want to go to Tennessee, but they want to stay here in Antioch and be proud of this, call this their home, and say this is the place I want to be. Our campaign motto was chosen carefully, and it's change starts today. And I want people to know that as we go out into this community, because it's going to be a war and we're going to infiltrate Antioch, I want to first of all, I want to listen to what people have to say. I want to hear their concerns. I want to hear their problems. I want to see what we can do to help immediately. But then before we tell them what we're going to do about changing this city, but I want people to know that they're going to have hope. That's the main thing that I think is missing in Antioch right now, is people cannot hope for a better tomorrow. And so I'm hoping for it. Thank you all for coming out tonight and for being a part of this. And it humbles me, to have all these people here supporting. And I just want you to know that my family, my wife Irma, we're committed to doing this together. You know, she 9 months ago, she said, "Babe, we've got to do something about this city." And I said, "All right, what are we going to do?" And she goes, "I think you should run for mayor." And I said, "All right." And we do it all together. So I know what she meant when she said, we got to do this. But we are committed to do this together. And it's going to be a lot of work, but we're ready for it. And so I just want to let you know that it's going to be getting out in our community, developing relationships, changing from today. Change starts. And then we're going to take this through the campaign. We're going to take it to November, win the election, and then we're going to propel it into the new year with a change in 2025 for the city of Antioch. So thank you. So you guys have all heard the expression "better half" before, right? And you guys definitely can understand it in this case. But I just want to thank Sean and Maria McCauley for opening their home up here today. That's a big deal. I want to thank their daughters, Marissa and Mallory, that run an event center over in Brentwood and did an amazing job doing this. I want to thank our volunteer team. They have been phenomenal. I mean, they have carried me along so far, because as you all know, I haven't done this before, and but I'm learning very quickly, and I'm going to do my best to learn how to do this well. And so I just want to thank our volunteers, and I just want to thank you all. And change starts today.